Hi guys, welcome to MSP Comics. I am Scott. Welcome to another video. This is the weekly Friday haul video. It's basically all the comics I've picked up this week. This week's actually been quite a big week because I've had my shop where I buy all my comics from was a bit of a backlog from there because I think some comics got delayed, and I delayed all my orders, so I had 2 weeks worth of comics from them. And I've got quite a big comic bundle I got off eBay for quite cheap, and obviously a few other Bin and Planet orders and just general eBay orders as well. So it's quite a lot to get through. So before I do jump into that though, if you do enjoy this video, please do hit that like button. And if you enjoy this style of video, and I've said that this is something I plan to do every single week, is just my weekly haul. Hopefully they won't all be this big. I can't see why they would be. I think you can start off with a bang on this one. But if you do enjoy this style of video, I also do a weekly episode where I show off my collection. Every week is different letter of the alphabet. I've done A already. Next week you get B, then obviously you know the alphabet. And other random videos as well. This week I've already dropped an extra video as well, which is an unboxing video for one of these items you're going to see. So if you want to see me actually unboxing one of them, I'll talk about when I get to it. You can see that video as well, and my excitement through that one as well. So if that is your sort of thing, why not hit that subscribe button? So as I said, quite a lot to get through, so let's jump straight into it. Let's start off with my Forbidden Planet order I got through. If you don't know Forbidden Planet, they are notoriously really quite bad for their deliveries. They've got a fantastic selection of stuff, and when you go to the shop it's fantastic, but their online is not great. But as I said, they've got such a wide range that you have to find things on there that all your shops maybe are sold out of or don't stock, so you've got to go there because they're the biggest comic book store in the UK. So in this one I've managed to get Black Cat issue 2. This is the King in Black tie-in. Really enjoyed the first issue, so really look forward to getting that. As you can see, don't bag and board their comics. We've actually got all these comics got in here in one bag, no boards, so thanks for the Planet. Kind of paying all that extra money for the post package, where the normal shop I go to is 3 post package and a bag and board every comic individually. Anyway, Black Cat issue 2, King in Black tie-in. This is Daredevil 25, second printing. As you can see here, I do have the first printing, but by the time I got that, it was skyrocketing in price, so I didn't want to read it and risk giving spine ticks and for that. So I got a second printing, and that's the one I'm going to read. Obviously Daredevil would be one of my favourite characters. As you'll see, quite a lot of Daredevil, a lot of Daredevil in this video. You understand what I mean by the end? You're sick of the word Daredevil. That's Daredevil issue 25, second printing. And I've also got Strange Academy issue 7. This is the variant cover. I hugely love Strange Academy. Thinks one of the best series. Oh, I actually got my Strange Academy in this as well. Issue 2 in that one. And so yeah, when Strange Academy comes out, I get the A issue and I get every issue I can find. So I've been playing, I had all the variants. So, well, apart from the, scarce variants. So it's another issue of number 7. Again, this is the character spotlight issue. I've got all the character spotlights except for the first one, because I wasn't collecting comics when issue 1 came out, because obviously issue 1 came out, then there was the COVID break, and then issue 2 onwards came out. It was after the COVID break when I got into the collecting comics, so I missed out on issue 1s. I've got it on a 4th printing, I think. I do plan to go back and collect the 1st, 2nd, 3rd printings of all of them, because I just think Strange Academy is one of the best series around at the moment. So that was my Forbidden Planet order. As I said, nothing exciting. I try not to buy Forbidden Planet if I can, because they take forever to deliver it, and as I said, they don't bag and board their comics, so I only buy it from them if nowhere else has it. So, and that has happened to be the case, and this one. So this is all the orders. I got my 2 backlog orders from my comic book shop I ordered from online, and so it's quite a lot. As it's 2 weeks worth from quite a while ago, so a lot of these you probably know about because some just got delayed. So let's start off with We Only Find Them When They're Dead, issue 5. I love this series. It's a sci-fi series, obviously, finding gods but they only find when they're dead, and the one determines to find one who's alive. It's quite an actiony, fun sci-fi series, just one I really enjoy reading. So we only find them when they're dead, issue 5. And then, oh, drop that one, why not? This is the variant cover for that one. I've managed to get every variant, this is the B cover, so I've managed to get every A and every B cover for this series. So I'm going to continue doing that with this series. That's We Only Find Them When They're Dead, issue 5. Then I have We Live, issue 4. I think this is a really underrated series. I don't hear many people talking about this series, but it's definitely one of my favourites I'm reading at the moment. If you've not read this yet, please do yourself a favour. The covers make it look like it's going to be really like fun, jolly, with bright colours and things like that, but this series is not that. It's the end of the world, the planet is dying, and these aliens come along and say, look, we'll save 3,000 of your children. You've got to get to this point by this time, and it's literally following this journey of some children going to that point. It's I wouldn't say really actiony, but it's got some very actiony scenes, some dark scenes, and some twists that you don't expect to come. If you haven't jumped on this series, make sure you do. You will thank me for it. It's such an amazing series. Then we have The Walking Dead Deluxe, issue 7. I enjoyed the TV series of this one, and never read any of the comics, and I was getting into collecting. They just started releasing the deluxe editions, which is basically the Walking Dead series as you know it on the comic book series, but with colour. So Deluxe issue 7. Then we have Stillwater issue 5. This is a series I passed on initially because I didn't think it was really my thing, but a couple of comic book YouTubers I follow really raved about it. So I went back, grabbed issue 1 and issue 2 I think, and then I read them and thought, yeah, it's not too bad. I'll continue reading it. This isn't, I've kind of YouTubers I follow rave about this series. I've one of the best series out there. I wouldn't say it's my favourite series, but it's definitely one that's keep me interested enough to pick it up every single week. And I'm sure he's going to pick up and do something really great with it. And it's definitely got a really interesting story to it, enough to, as I said, keep me coming back every month or whatever is released at. So that's Stillwater issue 5. Then we've got a brand new series on Marvel, which is Iron Fist Heart of the Dragon. I loved Iron Fist, the TV series, and a lot of people hated it. It was definitely the weakest of the Netflix TV series, definitely, but I still enjoyed it. So when I saw they're releasing a comic book series for it, I jumped at that. And obviously this is coming quite late compared to everyone else's releases, so all I'm hearing is bad reviews for this. I mean, I'm going to make my own mind up on it, obviously, but the reviews I'm hearing aren't great. So if it is as bad as everyone's saying, maybe it's one to drop quite quickly, but I'm still looking forward to jumping into it. If it's as good as I hope it is, then happy days, but let's see what happens. That's Iron Fist Heart of Dragon issue 1. Then we have I Breathed a Body. This one I know nothing about. I just really like the cover and I really like the name, and that's literally the only reason I jumped into it. And since it's been released, everyone's raving about this series. Everyone's saying how good it is, or how good this issue is. So I think that was a good judgment call. As I said, these ones literally only arrived like 10 minutes ago, so I haven't had a chance to read any of these I'm talking about now. But yeah, I'm dead excited to read this one. Have you read this one? What did you think of I Breathed a Body? Next we have The Devil's Red Bride issue 4. This is an alright series. I was going to drop it after the 3rd issue, and I realised I wasn't made to like fall in love with it. But then I realised it was only a 5-issue series, and I thought I might as well get the last 2 issues to finish off the story. So this is issue 4, there's one more issue after this. It's a samurai story. It's alright. It's just alright. It's not one's going to blow me away or one I'd go around shouting from the heavens from like relive, which I would. This one, it's alright. I'm just going to finish it off now because there's only one more issue after this. Then we have Department of Truth. Huge fan of Department of Truth. This is issue 5, last in the arc. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. As I said, I've adored this series. This is another series I absolutely love. It's one of my favourite ongoing series at the moment. I think it's dark, I think it's creepy, it's genuinely scared me on 1 or 2 occasions. Definitely one I always get really excited about when they release a new issue. If you haven't jumped on this one, I think the trade's just come out, or about to come out, for this 5-issue series. This is ongoing, it's going to keep going after this, but the first arc, which is 5 series, has just finished. So once I have read this one, I'll probably do a review for the arc on this channel, so look forward to that next week. If you're interested in that, obviously subscribe so you can see when that drops. So yeah, Department of Truth issue 5. And then I've also got the B cover and the C cover. Let's put that back in there properly. There we go. I have got the D cover coming as well, but obviously it's coming from Film and Planet, so I'll get that in the next couple of years. Because this is a series that I do get every variant cover for as well. When I get to the collection, Najuma collection video, you get to D, you see how many variants and issues I've got. I mean, this is a 5-issue series. I think I've got like 20 copies, different copies of Department of Truth, or the A's or the B's. I think I might have a couple of the C's and other various retail exclusives as well. Then we have the Strange Academy issue A, cover A. Obviously you've seen the other 2 covers. This is the main cover of this one. This is one, I saw this a while ago, because obviously they released the covers a few months in advance, and I got a bit scared because Doyle Dormammu looking a bit dead in Doctor Strange's arms. I'm really hoping he's not dead reading this, because he's one of my favourite characters in this series. So my fingers are crossed that somehow he's not dead. But this cover's not giving me much hope, so my fingers are crossed for this one. I'm excited to read this one and hopefully find out that Doyle Dormammu is going on into continual series, please. As I say, he's my favourite character in that series, and I love that series so much. Strange Academy is so good. Also, quite like Something's Killing the Children. Issue 14. I love this series. I got in this series quite late. I think issue 8 would come out at that time, so I've been collecting them since issue 8. And I got the trades to catch up what was going on. So obviously the first couple of issues are beyond expensive. I have managed to get a couple of the other issues. I managed to get issue 1 in a 4th printing, I think. Issue 2 I've got, and I've got issue 3, as you can see there in the first prints. All the rest I've read in trades anyway. But this is issue 14. I've got some variants coming for this, some store exclusive variants, as they always look really nice and their value skyrockets, because this is one of the biggest series at the moment. And obviously I think Netflix are picking up for a TV series if the rumours are correct. So we'll see what happens to that, but I don't care more about the storyline for this one. I think this is the best story you could read at the moment. If you've not jumped on Something Killing the Children, get the trades. You will thank me. You will definitely thank me. It's such a dark, creepy action series. You will love it. Then we have Daredevil 26, the newest issue. I do plan to get the other cover of this one, which is Elektra doing the thing on the opposite way, so she's reaching that way. So I think that was really nice together. But I haven't got around to getting that just yet. But I do plan to. As I said, you're going to see a lot of Daredevil anyway, but this is the King in Black tie-in version of it, issue 26 of Daredevil. Then we have the Amazing Spider-Man 58. I'm a bit behind on Spider-Man because my issue 56 is delayed, because one of the issues in that bunch, because they send out my weekly comics when they're all being released, but one of them's been delayed by like a month, so I'm behind but a month on all that whole week's worth of comics. So I'm starting for 56. I've got 55, which came the other day. I'm starting for the second printing to read, because I don't want to read my first printing one, because obviously the value is skyrocketing. It's just such a gorgeous cover. So I've got 55, 56, 57, and then now 58 to read as well. But we'll get to it eventually. I don't mind. I know a lot of people are ratting on the Spider-Man series at the moment, but I'm quite enjoying it. But let me know what you think. The last remaining story, was that for you? The .LRs, yeah, I get. But the main run, I enjoyed it a lot. Then we have King in Black issue 3. I'm really enjoying these. The King in Black and obviously the Venoms are the main ones to read, I think, and all the rest are just kind of tied in a bit. So I'm only really reading the tie-ins that actually I'm already reading. Like I read the Daredevil tie-ins, I'm reading the Spider-Woman tie-in because I'm reading the Spider-Woman, and I picked up Return to Valkyrie just because I really wanted to read Return to Valkyrie. books. I think it sounded interesting, but not just because it was King Black Triangle. I think a lot of them make no sense to the story I've heard, like the Namor ones, or I forgot the rest of them. I just didn't buy them. But yeah, the main run of King in Black I'm really enjoying, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Then we have Doctor Who comic. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. You see all back in my videos. I've got my signed Doctor Who poster right there. Doctor Who's one of my favourite TV shows of all time. So the comics are never the most amazing things. I'm not going to try and big it up just because I'm a big fan. The comics are very meh. But I'm just a huge fan of Doctor Who. I just like getting my Doctor Who fix wherever I can get them. And with the series not on at the moment because it's finished, I'll be waiting for the next series, Doctor Who comics, where I'm getting my fix from. So meh is better than no, in my opinion. Then we've got Batman, Catwoman, not Batwoman, issue 2. Loved the first one. I thought it was a bit confused to follow at the times, but after a second read of it, I loved it. It stuck with me in my head a bit. I was like thinking about it the next few days, thinking, how good was that? It was really interesting. It follows the Batman Catwoman relationship, past, present, and future, in 3 different stories, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really excited to see where it goes, not just in issue 2 but throughout, because I think it's I know it's a limited series, and I forgot how many issues. I think it's like 12 issues I think it's going to be, maybe less, I'm not sure, but either way I'm excited to read issue 2 of Batman Catwoman. And finally from this order is The Witcher Fading Memories. I'm not really a gamer, so I don't know the games too well, but I absolutely loved the TV series of The Witcher, and when I heard this was more based on not based on the games, more based on like the novels, and this, which was obviously the games and the series are all based on, and completely separate to anything really. I thought, great, I'll jump on this because I can just enjoy it for what it is, and I absolutely adored the first issue. Again, there's another issue I was really shocked that I heard nobody talking about. I thought this was a really good read. So I've got issue 2. This is Dark Horse. Oh no, this is issue 3. Well, 4 issues. 2. Okay, then issue 2 somewhere. Probably lost in the post somewhere, but I have to hunt down issue 2 because I realised it's issue 3 or 4. Wow, I was looking forward to reading this as well. I've got to find issue 2. I bet it's in the post somewhere, in a different order, which is backdated somewhere. You know what I think it is? I think it's with my Spiderman 56. That's annoying. Really excited to read that as well. I get around to reading that one day and that'll finally give them then. So that's the end of my weekly ones. Let's look at my eBay orders. Before jumping into the big one of my individual packages I've received this week, first I got was a Daredevil issue 147. Nothing really happens in this one. I just love Daredevil. He's my favourite character, so whenever I find a cheap volume 1 Daredevil, so the original 70s run, I always jump on it. This is from 77. It cost me £5, I think it was. As I said, nothing interesting happens in this series, in this issue. I just really like the cover and one I needed for my volume 1 collection, which I'm slowly building. But I am loving it because I'm a huge Daredevil fan. Next one I got was another classic. This one is a key. This is Marvel Premiere featuring the astonishing Ant-Man issue 47. What's so special about this issue is it's the first appearance of Scott Lang in the Ant-Man costume, and the first appearance of his daughter, Cassie Lang. Cassie Lang obviously is going to go forward in the MCU series. She's already been confirmed for the next Ant-Man film, and I reckon she's going to go be one of the young Avengers eventually, in my opinion. So I reckon this is also not just a big book now, but one's going to spec on and go up eventually. Obviously you can see it's a 12p, so it's the UK price variant. It's not in the greatest conditions. It's got rounded corners, it's got a big crease mark down there, but a low grade is better than no grade, and I just love this cover. And I said it's going to stay in my collection. If I can get a better grade one, I will flog this one and save some off and get the better grade always. But this is one when I eventually do CGCs, exhibitions, hopefully soon. This one will be going off in the first batch along with my first appearance of Bullseye. But yeah, I'm dead chuffed to have this one. This is one I'm really proud of that I managed to find. I got this for £30. As I say, I think it's a mid-grade comic. I don't think it's high in any way, shape or form, but It's one that I'm very, very proud to have. I can't wait to have it slabbed up and on my wall. That's it. Marvel Premiere 47. First Scott Lang in the Ant-Man costume. And I also got my first slab. If you looked at my previous video, I said I'm a huge Department of Truth fan, so I got Department of Truth issue 1 B cover. This was the only B cover I was missing. I got all the A covers and had all the B covers apart from the first one. So it's one that I was going to buy eventually to get the finish off the collection. But the B cover costs about £10, £10 to £15 on eBay, and this cost me £35 for a 9.6 slabbed. And I thought, well, I'll probably get stabbed eventually anyway, because I know these series are going to blow up. Because there's heavy rumours that a film's going to get made for this series, so obviously when that happens, the issue 1's going to go up. And if it doesn't, I didn't pay much for it, and I just really love the cover and I really love the series, so this is definitely going to stay in my collection. It's 9.6, and I can see by look close inspection the comic itself inside that I think the person who submitted this didn't get it pressed first. So I think if I crack this, get it pressed, get it slabbed again, I think I'll get that 9.8 mark. But I'm in no rush to do so. As I say, it's not an expensive comic, it's pretty much worthless at the moment, but just one I really wanted for one of my favourite series. So, and as I said, it's my first ever slab. If you want to see my first reaction to opening my first ever slab, the video before this on my channel would be my opening of this, and it went from opening the box to opening the wrap, or the bubble wrap, to my first ever reaction to see my first ever slab in person, and I love it. And finally, my final order of eBay, it was a big one. I managed to get a bundle off eBay. Managed to get 21 Daredevil comics for £15. So I'll rattle through these quite quickly. So in the volume 5, I think it is, the series before the current run, I got issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, issue 4, then that jumps up to issue 22. I don't know why there was such a sporadic issues for, but it was, I didn't care. Issue 23, issue 24, issue 25. I love these covers. I've always loved Daredevil covers. I think they're the nicest covers. Issue 26 that there are in Marvel. I really do. 27. I know I'm probably biased because he's my favourite character, but you know. Issue 28. And for some reason that series then jumped up, so the next issue after 28 was 595, and this is one of those lenticular covers. So you got Kingpin holding the Daredevil logo, and that's, I think it's Jean Grey, is it, holding the X-Men logo. I will be giving these a read. I've not read this series at all, but I'll definitely give that a go. And we've got 596, 597. And then the rest of the series in that one was the current run, the Chip Zdarsky run, which is going on at the moment, which I'm going back and collecting at the moment because again I jumped in quite late. So I managed to get, as part of that 21 was issue 6, 7, 8, 9, and then also 19, 20, which is the undead zombified variant, which is absolutely fine with me because I already had the A cover. So I was a bit like, oh no, I'm gonna have 2 copies of 20, but then it came, I was like, oh no, brilliant, it's a B cover. So that's perfect, it means I can keep both of them, because I'd always have both if I can for Daredevil. And then 21. So that was, I got all of that for £15. So I was chuffed with that. It was on the bid and I was the only one who bid on it. I was like, fine with me, I'll have 21 more Daredevil comics. A lot of Daredevil to read for me. So I got all of these through the post this week, and the slab. So I've got a little bit of reading to do, so I best get ready to do my light reading. What did you get this week? I would love to know. Pop in the comments below. I do respond to all comments. Let's do start a conversation down there, 100%. Tell me what you enjoy reading, what you got, and things like that. Let's just chat all things comic and nerd, 100%. If you did enjoy this video, please do hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, I always do a weekly collection video, unboxing videos when I got it, and review videos when I got something to review. So if that does sound like your sort of thing, why not hit that subscribe button? It would mean the absolute world to me if you did. I am Scott, this is MSP Comics. I hope you have a good day, and I am out of here.